Hi everybody, I hope you're having an amazing day. Today, this video is going to be about putting yourself first. It's easy to take care of other people, so much so that we forget to take care of ourselves. I want to talk about why it's important to put yourself first, and how putting yourself first will eventually give you the capabilities to help the people that you care about. A lot of situations in life can make us feel like we either have to choose between the betterment of other people or empowering our own lives. Trust me, I've been there, but I've also learned how to handle those situations. I've learned over the years that we can choose a path that allows us to both take care of ourselves and those people. We just need to see things from a different perspective. So I'll be going over this concept as well, and hopefully my perspective will help you with similar situations. My family and I grew up with financial struggles, and as I was growing up, my parents always told me that it's important that I go to school. I, on the other hand, wanted to help financially, and being in school and not making an income bothered me. It wasn't until 8 or 9 years later, around the time when I finished school and I got a job, that I understood that if I stopped going to school and started helping financially, I wouldn't be anywhere close to the amount of income that I make today. And that's not to say that you can't make money if you don't go to school. I think that's totally possible, but for me, I saw school as this viable, consistent option and the easiest way to put my time into something in order to get some type of output. So for me, I saw it as putting some time into school, and at the end of it, I would be able to have a job. Whether school actually helps us or not, degrees grant us opportunities that wouldn't be available to people that didn't graduate. Even if the degree didn't secure us a job, it puts us in this environment that allows us to network with people, to make friends with people that are in the same industry that we want to be a part of. And in turn, knowing these people helps increase our chances of getting a job in those industries. For example, if you graduate with an engineering degree, you'll meet and become friends with people that are also in the field. And knowing these people could help with your job searching. This seems like a pretty basic idea that's taken for granted, but people who don't graduate from college have to put in a lot more effort into networking and knowing people in an industry that they want to be a part of. Am I saying that parents or anyone else that advocates for schools are right? That we should all go to school because school is the way to go? Well, no, I believe if you're working towards something, you'll be able to achieve it with enough time. But I bring up the school example because sometimes it's hard to see how the things that we do now build towards the success of our future. Our parents will tell us to go to school, but we won't necessarily feel motivated to go to school or try as hard as we can without knowing all the reasons why we should. In truth, a lot of us in the moment don't realize how much school helps us for our future, how much an education helps us. And so as a side note, I don't think it matters whether you go to school or not, but it matters that you have an education. If you choose not to go to school, I recommend all the other ways that people learn without going to school. Plenty of people, including myself, have learned from colleges that put their courses online and learned from the best professors in the world. If you don't believe me, you could search up intro courses to MIT or Harvard on YouTube. The point is that no matter what we do, we just have to be aware of what we're doing and asking ourselves the question if what we're doing now is helping our future selves. It's kind of like doing our laundry or cleaning our rooms. We may think that it's a trivial task that our parents want us to do because it keeps our room clean. But whether our parents know it or not, what it actually does is it ensures that we have a clean room or a clean apartment or even a clean home when we grow up. So how do we become more aware of actions that turn into opportunities? Well, all we have to do is be curious and ask why. Being curious will give you the answers as to why school or doing laundry is important. When we ask somebody why, we put ourselves in a state that allows us to be more aware of our surroundings and our decisions. We won't be going with the flow of things, and instead we'll be able to decide the directions that we go in. For example, my parents told me once that I should be a lawyer. I asked them why, and they told me that it's because lawyers make a lot of money. And even though this is very true, and it gives a good incentive to go for a job, I realized that there's plenty of lucrative jobs, and also reading wasn't my strongest strength. I realized that being a lawyer wasn't the only option that I had, and my curiosity allowed me to change the direction that my parents gave me. So stay curious, and you'll be able to see the different routes that life presents to you. There's always opportunities in life, we just have to realize that they're there. Now, when we decide which route to take in life, chances are that we're going to choose a route that's very challenging. As human beings, we try to strive towards better things. So naturally, we choose routes that help us grow. And when we go down a challenging path, we'll come across plenty of situations where we have to decide on where we want to put our time and energy. Do we want to give ourselves time and space to focus on ourselves? Or do we want to spend our energy to help someone else? And it's important that we pick ourselves most of the time. By helping yourself, you give yourself the chance to grow into a better position. position. You grow into a position that gives you a higher capability of helping other people. If I decided not to go to college and to get a job right after high school, it's true that I would immediately be able to help my family out with financial issues. But the truth is, by dedicating 4 years towards making myself better, towards growing my career, I was able to help my family out 10 times the amount that I would have been able to help if I stopped after high school. And the counter argument for this is that I could have spent those 4 years to learn about things that I actually care about rather than what they teach me in college. But the truth is that if you're working 8 hours a day or more, you're going to struggle to find that energy and the time to study or to learn whatever you want to learn after a long day of work. And that's not to say that it isn't doable. I mean, as proof, just look at my YouTube channel. I've been doing this for about 5 to 6 months now, and I've been posting videos every Friday and trying to be consistent, creating shorts, trying to get on TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter. And so I'm coming from a place where I'm currently doing that schedule. It's doable, it's hard, and I just want to explain a little bit about what it's like so that you're well informed before you make that decision. It's important to think about both the pros and the cons for any decision that you decide to make. To emphasize why you should put yourself first, let's talk about the situation where you do put your time and energy into someone else, where you sacrifice your time and energy so that people around you can have a better life. It sounds very heroic, like it's the right thing to do, and in the moment, it may feel like you don't even have a choice, but you do. You don't have to sacrifice your own well-being to make other people happier. If somebody told you that they weren't getting enough sleep or food because they were overworking themselves so that they can provide for their family, you would tell them that they need to rest and feed themselves. You can't take care of other people if you're not healthy. Take your own advice and don't be a hypocrite. Give yourself the respect that you deserve and listen to your own body when it's telling you that you need to do things in order to feel better. Chances to help people that you care about will come and go, but something that is constant in your life is a capability to help people. You will always have the ability to help people, but how much are you able to help them? And are you willing to grow that capability so that you can help more people? When we're 10 years old, we don't have as many abilities to help other people as we do when we're 25. And we won't have as many abilities at 25 than being 25 with a better job and a more stable life. Life can give us responsibilities that we aren't necessarily responsible for. For example, we're born into families that have their own issues. We didn't ask for those issues. And even though some of us may feel obligations to help fix those issues, those obligations are like shoes, and those shoes aren't ready to be worn until we fit them. And one day, I believe you will be ready for these shoes. And you'll have a life where not only the people around you are happy, but you also have a smile on your face. I know that you can do it. I know that this is a life that you can achieve, but it all starts by putting yourself in a position that will change your life. And it's important to know that putting yourself in this position doesn't mean that you have to do it alone. Don't ever feel like you're alone. You always have me. You can always ask me questions. But besides me, remember that you have friends and family that love you. If you're still struggling with how to take care of people or yourself, I would be more than happy to help you with your specific problem in a life coaching session. You can sign up through the link in the description below. If you liked the video and would like to support my channel, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. Make sure to leave any questions or comments down below. And as always, keep improving, stay productive, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.